Hello everyone, my name is Amber and welcome back to Phasmophobia. Today we are going to have a look at the very subtle differences between ghost hunts and ghost events. Sometimes it can be very difficult to determine when a hunt is starting, and the first few seconds can make the difference between escaping the ghost or coming to an untimely demise. The best way I have found to tell the difference between the two is to pay attention to lights turning off and doors closing at the very start of the event. At the beginning of a ghost event, the light in the room will often turn off and the ghost may close doors around it. Even if the lights in the room have been blown out, you can still hear the light switch being toggled at the start of the ghost event. These things will not happen at the start of a hunt. During a hunt, the lights will remain on, assuming the ghost didn't break the lights, and will start to flicker if the ghost gets close enough to the light switch. The ghost will also be able to start closing doors around it once the grace period is over. Additionally, there is a red room ghost event that will clearly never indicate a hunt, so if the lights go red, you can know for sure it is not a hunt. Another big tell of a ghost hunt is the fact the front door of the map will close and lock at the beginning. This is extremely useful on smaller maps when you can hear the door locking from pretty much anywhere. On the other hand, it is only useful on the larger maps if you are near the front entrance. However, it should be noted that if the ghost does an event near the front door, there is a chance it will be able to close it too. The important thing to note here is that the door will not be locked in this case. So listen closely for the sound of the door locking to know whether or not it is an event or a hunt. When a ghost event begins, if the ghost appears to you, it will be immediately visible. It may walk towards you, or it may stand still, but you will be able to see it right off the bat. However, because your flashlight will be flickering and the ghost may appear as the shadow or translucent models, it may be hard to see the ghost. Thus, this method is less reliable than paying attention to doors and light switches being interacted with. If you hear footsteps, you may be able to hear them getting closer to you as soon as the event starts, which is another subtle indicator that it is an event and not a hunt. During a hunt, you will always hear footstep noises if you are close to the ghost spawn point, but the footstep noises will remain in one spot until the end of the grace period when the ghost cannot kill you. The grace period varies based on the difficulty level you are playing on. On amateur, the grace period is 5 seconds. On intermediate, 4 seconds. Professional, 3 seconds. And nightmare, 2 seconds. On all difficulties, if you have used a cursed item and triggered a cursed hunt, that hunt and all hunts for the remainder of the investigation will only have a 1-second grace period. Additionally, the ghost will not appear until the end of the grace period. After the grace period ends, the ghost will materialize into its full physical form, and the footstep noises will then move towards you. So if you hear footstep noises, but do not see the ghost, it may mean a hunt is beginning. It should be important to note that the ghost will never be the shadow or translucent models during a hunt, so you can also use this to help determine if it is a hunt or not. Also, the ghost will always flicker during a hunt. During an event, the ghost will remain visible at all times should it physically manifest to you. Light switches cannot be toggled during hunts, whereas during an event, you can still flip the switches. This may not be useful for distinguishing between an event and a hunt, since by the time you toggle a light switch, it might be too late to escape if it is a hunt. However, this can be useful on larger maps if you suspect a hunt was started far away from you, and you want to double check to be sure. It's also a useful way to ensure a hunt has ended if you are hiding and you know the ghost is not near you. Another important thing to note is that the ghost will always use the same hunt noise during the entirety of an investigation, and this noise will not be used for ghost events. So after you have heard the ghost during a hunt, you can use that as a reference for the rest of the mission. If the ghost makes a different noise from the noise it made during a hunt, you know that it is doing a ghost event and not a hunt. So those are some important ways you can tell the difference between a ghost event and a hunt. Even with these tips, it can still be very difficult to distinguish between the two in the heat of the moment, but it will get easier as you get more familiar with the subtle differences. So I hope you found this guide useful, and if you did, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe for future Phasmophobia content. Happy hunting out there!